Hey everybody, happy Saturday afternoon to you. I wanted to pop on here because I saw a really compelling healing story by a lady named whose Instagram handle is Healing by Brit, and she challenged those of us who are currently in the process of healing from chronic disease to come on and talk about the hard parts. Well, today, while I might be feeling good enough to make a video, my hard part for today started with getting out of bed, because I have some joint pain in my shoulder, and I need my shoulders to push myself up out of bed, and that was really hard. So I kind of have to, like, on my back, scoot down to the edge of the bed and then kind of flop over, use my core muscles to kind of flop myself over. And then, I took all of my supplements. I took my curcumin, I took my B complex, I took my, let's see, what else do I take? Vitamin D drops. I also took my plant-based iron, and, did my morning routine, lemon water, that sort of thing, and got through most of that okay. I mean, I'm still in pain, but at least I was fluid. My joint was fluid enough that I could do that. And then I went and took a shower, and that, thankfully, the heat kind of relaxes my joints a little bit, so that did help. But it was still difficult. I mean, because I can't do a lot of this reaching, so obviously to shower my hair, thankfully I have a seat in my shower, so I sat down and kind of did one of these numbers to try to get my hair done, and then the same motion, excuse me, because I have to use a blow dryer now that my hair is starting to grow out, so, and it's hard. I mean, I have to sit down a lot. When I'm in a flare, I have to rest a lot. Right now, I'm going through a lot of mental stuff because some things need to be done. It's laundry day. I did manage to sweep the fifth wheel, so I got that done. But again, it's activity, resting, activity, resting, activity, resting. And it's hard because my husband is preparing to go out of town. And, he's the one asking me, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? And it's hard because I've always been the one that was the asker and not the receiver. But there's just lots I can't do right now. I was going to start laundry while he was gone, and he reminded me, he's like, babe, you've got joint pain and your shoulders aren't doing so great. I don't need you lifting while I'm gone because you could hurt yourself. And he's right, because that's what that's part of the reason I got here is I pushed myself way too hard. So, it's difficult. It's really, really, really difficult. It's a beautiful day outside. I would love to go out and take a walk, and I might later when I'm up for it, but right now I just can't. I'm exhausted. I've got a little bit of mental fatigue. I do have ways of handling it, and this is actually a pretty good flare day. I mean, it hurts quite a bit, and you may see me kind of favoring it a little bit, but yeah, it just kind of is what it is. But I'm not able to do a fourth of what I normally do, and this is a kind of a goodish day. On a not so good day, I'd be in bed, to be real honest, and you wouldn't see me on social media. And I don't know, just, you do what you can. I'm drinking this. The digestive system all kicks off a lot too during this time, so you'll see me doing a lot of smoothies, which that's a big switch I've made recently, is incorporating more fruit into my diet, because for a long time with the way I was eating, I was afraid of fruit. I had done enough detoxing and Whole30s and stuff, and Whole30s are great, so don't get me wrong, it's just the way that I did them. I just became fearful of fruit, and I've watched my adrenals crash, and I've watched all kinds of things happen to me, and I'm noticing that when I eat fruit, I feel better. It's not something that we have to fear, and it doesn't have to be, it obviously shouldn't be the only thing we eat, but I'm just saying, like, we don't, for those of you that have kind of been told to eat it in moderation. Just do do what's good for your body, and don't worry about what other people's opinions are. Because unfortunately, that's another aspect that's gotten me where I'm at, which is kind of tribalism, you know, like making other people the experts and joining a group and joining a group and joining a group. And so the way that I'm eating now, I couldn't put a label on it if I tried. I mean, it's a combination of a ton of different schools of thought. So anyway, but all of that to say, I'm kind of veering off of what I wanted to say. But all of that to say is that it's one of the reasons that I became a health coach is because there is a lot of information out there, and it's lonely sometimes to have an autoimmune disease because not even people you care about understand what you're going through. The people that do care tend to be virtual because we're all homebound a lot. It's hard. It's really, really hard because you want to go out with people and you want to have a good life, and you remember, though I think the worst part is that you remember what it was like when you had energy and when you could do whatever you want and your life was not counted in spoons. So I know I'll get there. It's a process. It took me, my first diagnosis was when I was, well, let's see, it's been 7 years ago, so almost 40. So it's going to take time. I mean, it took a long time to get me there. So it's going to just take time. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you, Healing by Britt, for challenging us with this. And I hope to see some more of my friends doing the same. So if you do, please tag me, and also tag at Healing by Britt with 2 T's, Britt. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.